Okay, so I will continue. We're almost done with the lecture, but this is an interesting part. And personally, when I found out about this a few years ago, I was intrigued. So what is the deep web? Did you know that the internet we're all familiar with is only about 10% of the total data on the World Wide Web? This is a shocking statistic, at least for me, and even when I see it today. What we see on Google and the websites and Facebook and all this is only 10%. This is called the clear net or the surface web. So the web that's visible to the world, it's legitimate, legal, right? Organized, it's mature and everything. The rest of the web is hidden in plain sight. What does that mean? That actually takes us to a discussion. What is a website, right? What is the World Wide Web? All it started with, the technology when it first came out, over 20 years ago. Anyone, by the way, can go on their computer, change your computer to a server, right? Create a website using some simple code. It has a link, URL, and that's it. You can send it to your friends and they can type the website and they will see it, right? But does Google know? Maybe not. There are rules you have to follow so Google can find your website. Same idea as this deep web. So the deep web are websites that need special access that we cannot see. We cannot see, right? So 90% of the data on the World Wide Web is the deep web. And these sites are not indexed by Google. And to access them, you actually need different tools. So this is a parallel internet you can access with different tools, and I'll show you today what it looks like. And it's a completely different world. It looks similar, but the rules, the logic, everything is different. So that was the deep web. So what's the dark web? So the dark web is a subset of the deep web. Okay, so the deep web is 90%, like we said. It's used mainly, people either don't care about the website to make it public to the world, or they want privacy, they don't want to share their website. Okay, the dark web is deliberately created to host dangerous or illegal services and products, right? So this is real mafia now, and we'll see it today. And to be able to access this, you need some special tools. One of them is a virtual private network. Another one is a specialized browser, which does all these different complicated hopping among servers and all that. But it does it in the back end. So you need 2 or 3 tools installed to be able to access the deep web and the dark web. They are difficult to track because these tools hide your identity, and hence a lot of terrorists, a lot of gangs, hackers use this. And the URL or the link, the website links, look different than what we are used to seeing. It's not www.facebook.com. No, they're called onion sites. So if you look at this here, HTTP, it has some weird numbers, characters, it's cipher. This is encrypted. And it's usually .onion, right? So this is what it looks like. So this is a browser. The search engines that exist on that web are not Google. There are different ones. One is called DuckDuckGo. It's a funny name, but it's one of the most powerful. And as you can see, once you log in, this is the deep web, okay? It tells you resistance, change, and freedom, powered by privacy. So the mission of this deep web, they want privacy. They're resisting government control and regulation, and they don't want to be monitored and everyone knows about it, right? They want privacy. So this is an example. So where did this come from? So these websites were created over time by people who don't want their sites to be visible to everyone. So it's like private communities, for example, or users who want to do something that's either completely illegal or half legal, semi-legal, right? So for example, a popular type of website on the dark web, on the deep web, it's selling drugs in North America. And I'll show you screenshots today. Something like marijuana, it's a drug. Some states in America, it's legal actually, but others it's illegal. So if someone's selling online on the regular internet, they could be arrested because it's legal in some areas, but not legal in other areas. But if they go to the dark web, they can use tools to hide their identity and IP address and website and all that. It's much, much more difficult to track, okay, by governments and police. So a lot of illegal groups actually use it to coordinate activities, including terrorism. This is interesting. So you can buy a lot of things on the dark web. It's a free and open market, okay? It's all about the money. So one thing you can buy is actually fake and forged documents. And I put screenshots from while I was doing research for this presentation. You can get fake passports, IDs, driver's license as just an example, and you can see the price here. So a fake passport from Malta is $6,500. And by the way, when we say forged or fake, it's a real passport. It's just fake information. So they probably, these global mafias, they have someone working inside the passport authority in Malta who's part of the gang, right? And they give you the real passport, but it's fake data. I'm not from Malta, right? Similarly, you can buy a Polish passport from Poland, $3,800. French passport, yeah. ID for Delaware, it's a US state, $150, much cheaper, right? So these are just an example. So someone could come and say, okay, how do I know this is true or real? I can pay money and nothing happens. Yes, it's a risk. But if someone's desperate or they have a lot of money and they're running away from one country, they can take this risk. And there are actually reviews, right, about gangs and all that, just like we have reviews on Google and Amazon. So it's evolving actually into its own world. What else can we buy? You can buy malware. And that is why this is linking to our cybersecurity topic today. You can buy viruses and hack your enemies using the dark web. So as we can see here, you have high quality or low quality malware, different countries, different success rates. So gangs and hackers who create these viruses, they sell it here on the dark web, right? So let's look at some examples. First one, it says malware Europe, fresh means it's a new virus, high quality. Every 1,000 install costs you $1,800. So if you want to hack 1,000 computers, costs you $1,800. If you want to hack more, you pay more, right? USA, Canada, UK, Australia, medium quality, 70% success rate. So they test all this. It's very advanced world. For 1,000 install, $1,200, right? Europe, high quality, 1,100. So you have options to different types of attacks depending. And that's why back to now, we're thinking like hackers, right? Now we know how they do it and where they come from. It could be anywhere. So someone in our company fired, they're not happy, they can go to the dark web, order this malware, they have some access information, and they can cause damage, right? So this is how the world of the dark web and the world of cybersecurity intersect, connect. And of course, this can cause huge damage, especially if it's someone who has access. Again, DDoS attacks, which we mentioned at the start of the presentation, you can also buy them on the dark web. So, and there are different services, different options, unprotected websites, you can attack it with 50,000 requests per second. For a whole month, it costs you $850. And by the way, some companies could be using the service to hack competitors, right? And again, these numbers are nothing if you're thinking about country versus country attack. So now we can start to see or imagine when they say, you know, Russia hacked Ukraine's energy system. It's similar idea to this, but much, much bigger scale, much bigger scale. It's government versus government, right? These are small gangs that are posting $10 and $450, but the idea is the same. It's teams of hackers working to target a system. Now, if you've ever wondered, why do people hack PayPal and, you know, my bank and credit card? What do they do with it? One thing they do with it is sell it on the dark web, right? So financial accounts, including crypto and credit cards information, are some of the most popular types of data being sold. It's not expensive, surprisingly. So, you know, one hacked Coinbase, it's a cryptocurrency website account, is $120. Credit card details, account balance up to $5,000, $120. It's not expensive. So you can easily, you know, buy information if you want. PayPal account details, $20, right? So it's interesting.